Newsradio 1000 KTOK. I'm Gwin Faulconer-Lippert. Well, as you know, in 2025, we had a successful series that people really seem to appreciate with Dave Moore of Dave Moore Computers, the Internet Safety Group Limited. As you know, Dave is a certified information systems security person, and he writes a weekly column for the Norman Transcript. He is also an artificial intelligence governance professional, going for that certification. And way back when, he brought Kelly Turner with him before we did the 12 steps, I think it was, Dave, to talk about artificial intelligence and all kinds of things. So Kelly Turner is a mechanical engineer, and she's been researching AI for some time now. They have both attended the Artificial Intelligence Governments conventions. So do they call that AI Con, Dave?
The ones we went to is called AI 4.
They know better than to call it AI Con, right?
Yeah, that would be too much of a giveaway. And we went to 2 of them and got to see and rub shoulders with and be around the top AI people in the world. And
where did you go to do this?
Oh, this was in Las Vegas.
In Vegas,
at the MGM Grand in their big old conference center. And
and was it all it was cracked up to be? I mean, did you come away a changed human being?
Yes and no. It was all it was cracked up to be. I mean, it was huge. And there were lots of, it lived up to the hype, I believe. But I'll just give you an example. Because honestly, the way we do things, we're kind of on the edge, rebels.
We who, okay? White man,
Kelly and I.
Kelly Turner, yes, the mechanical engineer, yes.
We don't really follow the script a lot of times. And so the first thing we did, they issue you a badge. Okay, here's your badge, and it's got a
a stinking badge.
Got a QR code on it, and it's huge, and everything. And the first thing that I noticed was there's a lump inside the badge. Well,
are they tracking you?
Yes, they were little trackers in each badge.
Oh, okay. Could you track each other, Kelly, or
no? No, we'd have to have their software.
Yeah, but so the first thing we did was take the batteries out of the trackers, and then.
Oh, you did.
We did.
And would they still let you in?
Oh yeah, because you're wearing it. It's just people look and they observe. Oh yeah, you're good. But we showed that trick to a couple of other people at the conference, and they're like, "Really? Wow! I can't believe that." So I think part of that kind of triggered what we're doing now, in that tonight is the official launch of the AI Survival Network. We've started a group, and
really, you started a group.
Yeah.
And does this group meet or?
Well, we're meeting right now. This is our first.
This is our first. I'm part of the first meeting.
Yes,
how exciting!
In fact, you're a member of the board.
Oh, I'm on the board of directors.
If you wish to be.
I wish. Yes, I want to be.
But because there's so many facets to this thing that we've been forced to live with in the world called artificial intelligence.
Yes.
And so a lot of people are still wondering, well, what does that even mean? What's it all about? What is this artificial intelligence stuff? And so we've decided to start our group and to analyze how to survive artificial intelligence one way or another.
And for people that surely have heard this, scams are all about artificial intelligence and faking people's grandchildren's voices and bank stealing of dollars and all of that.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's going to get worse.
It's way more significant than it was in the past. And so...
it seems to be so easy.
Well, so we brought a list with us of different areas that we feel like need to be looked at, and then the people in the general public need to know about, because who gets education on AI? Formal education. People that work for big corporations, big companies, and people in school, which leaves everybody else kind of out of the conversation.
Retirees especially.
Oh, I'm telling you. And teenagers.
Yes.
And college kids.
Yes. Well, let me pull Kelly
Yeah.
in here.
Yes.
Kelly, what is your interest in this? How did you become plugged in? You know, I know Dave wrote the book about how to fight the bad guys and win. How did you come into this?
Well, I've just noticed that AI seem to be incorporated more and more into like things at work, things at home, things. And then ChatGPT came out.
Yes.
So when you start hearing the impacts of ChatGPT, it was such a fascinating progress in technology that I personally just became more and more interested in listening to a lot of different talks and conferences and what's going on in this kind of breakthrough technology. And turns out that it touches a broad spectrum of society and life today. And so that just pulled me in more and more, wanting to know more of what all the impacts are going to be.
So I said scams, but anyone that's been paying attention knows people that have been laid off because AI is taking their jobs.
Yeah.
Well, there are good things and there are bad things. And so we want to help people to explore that. What are the good things? Are there any good things? What are the bad things? And if there are bad things, what do we do about them? Because that's what we want to try and get to, is helping people take action on things that they need to know about and what to do about to just cope with all of this.
So are you all possibly going to develop lifelong learning courses for
sure.
people to take and become smarter like you did your book?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things we haven't really nailed down yet because right now we're basically working on the framework.
Okay. That's right. This is our first board meeting.
What are the things that we need to look at, and how do we look at them, and how do we be objective? And so we've been kind of rounding up between the two of us a list of people that we consider experts in the field and listening to what they have to say.
Okay.
Because a lot of there's like equal numbers of experts that are convinced that AI is going to usher in a golden age of humanity where all illnesses are cured and people live in abundance and workers have superhuman powers. And then there are equal number of experts who believe that AI is the end of humanity as we know it.
I almost started singing the Hallelujah chorus till you got to the truth there.
Well, it's a balance somewhere.
Okay. AI, what is it?
Artificial intelligence. It is a process that is used by computers to imitate human intelligence.
Okay.
And to deliver help to people in different ways, to answer their questions, to help them in their jobs. Basically, it's called artificial intelligence for a reason, because it's artificial.
Right.
So it's not human intelligence. One thing to keep in mind as we look at all of these things is that AI does not know right from wrong. It does not have human values. It does not have morals or ethics. It's a machine, just a very fast and smart machine, if you will, but it's still a machine. And so if you can keep everything in the proper perspective, that's what we want to do and help people with.
And keep in mind, it's trained on human intelligence. So all the good, the bad, and the ugly about humans is what these machines emulate. So it can be used for great good, and that's what you hear a lot of the companies talking about, is all these great things it's going to do. But at the same time, they've trained it on all the bad things, all the human nature, all the lying and blackmailing, and being very unpredictable. So there's a lot of very bad things that can also happen. So one thing we wanted to talk about was the pros and the cons, and then some survival tips. So in the AI conferences that we've been to, it was very rah-rah. Everything is, wonderful in all the ways that they can make money with AI and all the ways they can develop AI. And the second conference we went to was like twice as big as the first one. But so we don't want to just be totally naysaying. We want to make sure that here's what's purported to be a positive benefit.
Well, it's like a car. You can do wonderful things with a car, or you can hurt someone with
It's a tool.
Yes, it's
What are you going to do with it?
Yeah, what are you going to do with it?
Right. I mean, I think one thing that we came away from those conferences with was that a lot of people are promoting things and they're not what they appear to be. Not everyone and everything is what they appear to be.
Have you looked at Facebook lately?
Daily.
Oh my goodness. Is there not a secret or magic pill or a magic exercise something or whatever to fix everything?
There is.
Yes.
So we just want people to learn what the right questions to ask are.
That's great.
So that's what we hope to do.
Okay.
So
where
we were going to go through this list with you, hopefully.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Maybe let's take a break first.
Okay.
I need to remind everyone that Dave Moore is here with me. He has Dave Moore Computers and the Internet Safety Group Limited. He is a computer internet consulting, security, networking, and repairs person. And he's written a book called Fight the Bad Guys and Win, which we went over in 2025. He's a weekly columnist for the Norman Transcript and now is looking into artificial intelligence and wants to take us along with him. If you want to reach him outside of radio, Dave at davemorecomputers.com. He has brought with him Kelly Turner, who is his colleague and a local mechanical engineer researching AI, and they are going to help us all do much better. News Radio 1000 KTOK. I'm Gwin Faulconer-Lippert. Tonight, we are talking about artificial intelligence. Here with me in studio, Dave Moore, Kelly Turner, and they are creating the AI Survival Network. So they have made a list of topics that over the next few months we are going to conquer together. And really what that means is they're going to conquer it and I'm going to pay attention. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Who would like to go first?
We're just starting the list. The first thing in our list is cyber attacks.
Ooh.
Internet attacks that are performed by criminals using artificial intelligence.
On hospitals, on businesses,
on schools,
on governments,
on individuals just trying to check their email.
Yes, yes.
Number two?
Well, to add to the cyber attacks, also to be used to thwart cyber attacks. So I'm kind of giving the other side of it in that, because you hear cybersecurity people talking about, this is going to be great because we're going to be able to keep our systems so safe because we've got all this AI, but at the same time, the other side has AI.
And so there's just as smart, if not smarter.
It's going to be AI versus AI. Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yes. Okay. So we'll talk about that.
All right. So Ready? Okay, the second one has to do with public health, which we have here kind of health crimes against public health. For instance, there's a lot of research being done in research labs to cure diseases and help target problems that people have had for a long time. But on the other side, in the wrong hands, you could be unleashing deadly viruses, as an example, or...
and you mean like... physical viruses, not just computer.
That make you sick. Make humans sick.
I don't know if I want to know all this. Wow.
They're making novel molecules now in labs and stuff now. So in the wrong hands.
Right.
Okay. All right.
The
Number three.
Third thing on our list is warfare. Warfare between nations using unconventional weapons that we have never seen before that you're using artificial intelligence.
Now, are you talking about like with drones and things like that, or something?
Like drones, but most of the drones used in warfare that most people know about are remote control drones.
Yes.
We're talking about autonomous drones that make their own decisions and drones that operate in swarms of up to 10, dozens, 100,000 thousands, tens of thousands of drones all attacking the same target. Yeah.
We have close to 20 things on this list.
17, I think. Yes.
Well, and then
Are there going to be some happy endings?
the positive side of that is that if your side has these drone swarms, so again, it becomes AI against AI potentially. But they're actively using drones in some of the conflicts going on now.
Oh, sure.
And it's identity, like they can identify people and go after specific individuals with these autonomous drones.
Which is pretty amazing, isn't it?
Right.
Assassination drones.
Yeah.
That know who they're looking for and won't stop until they find them.
And they're cheap. They're super cheap to get these things out. So a cheap little drone can take out $1 million piece of military hardware.
Or stealth
or a general
bomber
somewhere, or who knows.
Okay.
So that's something to look at.
More happy news.
I'm telling you.
Trying to give the good side.
Party continues. Energy and water.
Okay, so energy and water, it seems like most people may have already heard about this, but maybe because I've heard about it so much. The energy use of a lot of the data centers, one estimate is we'll need 96 additional nuclear power plants at 1 gigawatt each. It's projected if all the data centers that they want to build are up and running, it could be up to 12% of the global electricity production, which of course doesn't help with, say, climate change or, all the energy, how it's generated.
And it's an issue in Oklahoma right now. If we're going to allow these.
Right.
And the other half of your number 4 is the water that these facilities take and use.
Massive amounts of water.
So I bet if we promote number 4 when we're going to talk about it, I bet there will be a lot of people that will want to listen.
Oh, it's a big deal.
Neighborhoods and water supplies and all that.
Oh, and farmers and ranchers and you name it.
You name it. Right.
People just living in neighborhoods that wake up one day and all of a sudden they're living next door to a data center that's 10 times as big as the local Walmart.
And I hear they're noisy.
Oh, yeah, they are.
They are, right?
They are.
They're worse than...
Yeah.
Well, data centers are our next topic.
Yeah. Well, and also on energy and water, using AI to produce and generate energy and water more efficiently.
Okay.
So there's the upside.
There is the upside.
So.
Are we going to be able to give some upsides?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've been given upsides. You just haven't noticed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you just haven't.
I guess I
Yeah, it was hard to tell.
They get overwhelmed a little bit.
Okay.
Data centers.
All right. Well, let's hold there with the data centers.
Okay.
Dave Moore and Kelly Turner are here with me in studio, and we are talking about AI survival. When we all live together in this world, how do you know what to do? Do you have a choice to get involved? Are we going to be forced to get involved some way with AI? We're going to talk more with them. You're listening to 1000 KTOK. I'm Gwin Faulconer-Lippert. News Radio 1000 KTOK. Kelly Turner and Dave Moore are here with me in studio. They are part of a new movement called the AI Survival Network. And they are trying to help us all understand what AI is going to mean to us, what we need to think about. Do we have a choice? So we were going over a list of, you said pros and cons.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Cyber attacks, health crimes, warfare, energy, water, data centers, and healthcare. Will AI be used to make healthcare better? What do you think about that, Kelly?
Well, there's a lot of aspects about healthcare that AI is being incorporated into now, like a lot of your patient records and a lot of diagnosis and a lot of treatments. So AI there's a lot of promise that AI is going to be very helpful. On the other side, if your information is shared so widely and assessed, then there could be insurance issues. You could be like locked out of.
Oh wow!
Like you're like too risky, or your insurance premiums could go way up. So it could be used as a kind of a financing tool.
Do we think that insurance companies are probably already using AI?
I'm sure they are rapidly incorporating as much of it as they can. And if you take it maybe to the next extreme, like, so-and-so's got high blood sugar and look what they're buying at the grocery store. And, that's one thing about AI is all data, and they can start tying all of your data together.
Now, let me reintroduce you all as the two people that went to the AI convention and noticed that your name tags had trackers in them, and you removed your trackers.
I confess.
Well, that's pretty savvy, actually.
Well, thanks. Because of the work that I do, I'm used to looking for things that just aren't quite right, and most of the stuff in cybersecurity is very subtle.
Yes.
Sometimes. And so I'm going, what is this funny lump in my badge? What is that? And it was just a piece of paper that had been folded over, and they just stuck this little thing in there and then plopped it in a plastic badge holder.
And they probably thought you would think they're drink tickets, because that's what that usually said.
Well, the barcode on the front was your drink ticket. Yes.
You hear that about it in a lot of conferences, though. They'll do facial recognition when you walk in. They'll track everything you're doing, what you're looking at, and it's going to become more and more integrated, I'm sure.
All the vendors want to scan your badge so they can put you on their list of, send you spam email and whatnot. But things like that are going to become more and more important in society, I think, as we go along.
And what about for employment? Number 7.
Employment. So you may have heard that there are going to be millions of jobs lost. And this is pretty much a general consensus among the AI experts of the world.
Here in Oklahoma City.
Didn't they just downsize?
They downsized.
Yeah, a bunch of companies have, and it's only going to increase. On the other hand, a lot of AI experts, especially the people that are building and selling and making tons of money on the AI, say, we're going to end up creating lots of jobs too.
That's what they say.
Yeah, I'm like what? So
maybe to mow the properties.
Yes.
No, you could have an AI do that for you too.
I'm considering becoming an electrician to go build data centers because they make a ton of money.
Amen.
But lots of job loss, and some of the experts predict that over the next 5 to 15 years we can see dramatic changes in employment. And in the United States, that may not be a pretty picture. No. But on the other hand, they're saying, lots of jobs are going to be created. And so I still don't know which ones are going to be created.
Well, I have heard from various college professors that there are young people in college right now that are concerned about their future.
Good.
That what they're learning,
I think that's a valid
there's not going to be a job for it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's becoming such an issue that you hear a lot of talk about universal basic income. For all the people that are unemployed, the mass and the huge shift in wealth, that everybody gets a basic income. And they're selling this and now nobody has to work anymore. So we can do art and write poetry and compete in athletics. So they're already kind of, and I say they, meaning these experts that we're listening to, which are ex-CEOs of Google, and these are
people that have a vested interest, perhaps.
No doubt.
I always think what you do at an old folks' home. That's the list of activities they have planned for everybody.
Oh, well.
There's an upside for you.
Not there yet.
So that's something to learn about, and people need to know about and be able to think about it.
Yes.
Will I have a job?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. Well, your number 8 interests me a lot about control and domination, because in the next few weeks, I'm going to have a China expert on. And he is very concerned about control and domination. I noticed that you have listed.
Well, yes. I mean, one of the other conferences we've also attended has been the DEF CON conference in Las Vegas. I've been there numerous times, Kelly has.
And DEF CON means?
Defense condition, but it's all about security and privacy and safety and stuff in the world. And we heard a guy last time we went who was from South Korea. One of the big cybersecurity guys in South Korea gave a talk, and it was just kind of a mind blower because they're right next door to big old China, and they're very concerned about what's happening there could come to their country if they lose control of it and become like North Korea.
Yes.
Where everybody is tracked, everybody is watched 24/7.
Yes.
Everything you do is logged and cataloged and memorized. And Kelly, why don't you talk a little bit too about the scores that China keeps on people? Everybody will have
the
a
social
score.
credit score.
Yeah.
What is the social credit score?
Oh, it's really complex in that all of the things, and I'm not an expert on this, so listen to your China expert when they're on. But from what I understand is everything you do, you're not demonstrating, you're not. I don't know what the list of negative activities are. You don't get behind on your bills. I'm just thinking
so
out
that
loud here.
kind of social credit.
Social credit score. But if you have a low social credit score and people hang out with you, then their score is affected and their family members' scores can be affected. So the whole idea is they're just controlling their society to be a very specific certain way. So,
well, and that's not so far-fetched. I have talked to people that had trouble getting back into the country because they had posted some radical things on Facebook.
Right. I've heard that. So this other control and domination that we have listed here, you think, okay, what's the positive side?
Yeah.
Well, and people delightfully describe how they can leave their wallet and their phone on a cafe table and leave, and nobody will steal it. So you can, it's the safety and crime is completely under control in a lot of the countries that have integrated a lot of this surveillance.
Now, I have heard that about Japan.
Yeah, and the some Middle Eastern countries, maybe Saudi Arabia, and they even have mobile robots that do all their surveilling. In that, no more security guards. These are going to just be robots. They're tracking everything you do. So, but at the same time, there goes all your privacy. There goes your identity resolution is what they call it. They know exactly who you are, where you are, what you're doing, what you're saying. And where it gets really bad is now they can start not just seeing your behaviors, to start predicting your behaviors. So then we get into what Minority Report.
I was going to say, this sounds like a movie plot.
It is.
Yeah.
A pretty good one, too.
But number 9, multiple species of humans. What in the world does that mean?
Well, are you going to get the implant? There will be implants. There are already implants you can get.
You can buy them on Alibaba.
Yeah.
What kind of implant?
Well, all kinds of interesting implants. Looking at the government control and domination angle of it, they're tracking implants just like you would put in your dog.
Oh, like my Apple Watch, but
only they want to stick it in your skin.
That's right.
Even more convenient.
Implants
we're going to chip everybody.
Yeah. Implants to enhance your physical abilities, to make you stronger, faster, this is a huge topic in warfare because they want to do it to soldiers to make them have more endurance while they're on the battlefield, where they won't fall asleep, they won't get tired, they'll be strong, they'll have implants and robotic assisted devices that you can attach to your body and even build into your body. So there will be people who will think that that's awesome, and they'll sign right up, and then there'll be people who will be like, no, you're not putting that in me. So these are things to be aware of. And it's not just science fiction anymore.
Those are the voices of Dave Moore and Kelly Turner. We're talking about artificial intelligence, and we'll continue when we come back. You're listening to 1000 KTOK. News Radio 1000 KTOK. I'm Gwin Faulconer-Lippert. Kelly Turner and Dave Moore are here with me. We're having a board meeting, so to speak, or so I've been told, talking about artificial intelligence. And they have a personal mission to make us all a lot smarter about artificial intelligence. Are you going to buy into it? Are you going to be skeptical? What are you going to do about it? So, finance. Is AI going to make us all millionaires? I want to hear this answer.
Well, a lot of the brokerages and banks, and they're using AI to identify trends in the market and how to invest. And so it's, is it a self-fulfilling prophecy? Is AI kind of just driving it all to one solution, or is it, so it's impacting markets, and then
if someone uses AI to do the market, will it say the same thing to everybody, or will it be custom to like your phone or your bank account? You know what I mean?
Well, the way you make AI, especially ChatGPT, function is you do what's called a prompt, where you come up with a topic and some details and what you want the output to be.
Yes.
And so, unless everybody's using the same prompt, people would be getting different answers.
Okay. Well, so the prompt is, I want to be a millionaire. what do I do?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So we're over the next few weeks, we're going to take on each one of these topics, and you all are going to bring us up to date on them, right?
Like AI companions.
Yes.
Do we need biological friends and pets?
Well, they're saying AI is really good for mental health.
Oh, I
counseling.
know. I've read.
Except for the people that they drive to suicide and psychosis.
Yes, exactly. Because artificial intelligence does not have ethics, does not have morals, doesn't know right from wrong, is it really qualified to be a personal counselor?
Of course it's
to
not.
Humans?
Oh, of course
it's telling you what you want to hear, so you will stay engaged with it.
At the same time, what's this network that you were telling me about where people have these companions and they have millions of members?
Oh, Replica is one of the...
girlfriends, boyfriends.
It's called Replica?
Replica with a K.
Yeah.
40 million members. And the whole idea is to just maximize engagement at the expense of your in-person, human-to-human interactions.
Yes.
And that is isn't that one of the top uses of AI right now?
Well, we watched a video today of the AI telling its user how much she loved him. Oh. I love you.
I just want to make sure you know today that I told you.
I love you.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
next.
a person at all.
No, it was not.
It was an AI.
It was a phony. Sorry. Kelly, climate change?
Okay, climate change mitigation falls under a bigger subject of scientific discovery. So, supposedly all these insights into science and things that people haven't really put all the pieces together. And so one of these could be climate change, and it'll come up with new ways to reduce climate change than we've thought of. But even in all kinds of other scientific directions. But, so in the subject of scientific exploration, it can also be used in a negative way. So it could direct to inventions and things that are not all that helpful to humanity.
And so who's going to check this?
Good question.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I can ask a good question.
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
AI art and deep fakes.
I want to talk about that.
Oh, it is so good. I mean, at the last DEF CON convention, right after we went to the AI convention in Las Vegas, we were volunteers for a thing called the AI Village. We both volunteered to help in the AI Village.
Okay. And what was that responsibility?
We were given assignments. I set up network stuff and cabling and ran the PA, and But I get to participate in an AI fake experiment to where they could take a person and they turned me into Keanu Reeves on the screen.
Hey.
And whatever I said, Keanu Reeves was saying. And it was so realistic you couldn't hardly tell the difference. And so
That's a big subject, though.
will people be able to tell the difference between the real and the fake?
There we go.
And how?
I mean, that's like trying to figure out if your email's real.
I know. So somehow that question needs to be answered. Education?
Okay, so education. Will robots make good teachers? So they're incorporating a lot of AI into education now, and personal tutors, and the AI will get to know your student to such a degree of how they learn, how quick they learn, where they stumble, how they're having problems.
Yes, see, I don't know if I should confess or not. I do Duolingo to practice my Spanish. And I have been amazed. It's an AI program, and it talks to me, and I shame it. Don't you remember who my boyfriend was? What his name was?
Wow. Didn't know you could do that.
That's a good one. Well, some of the downsides that we've thought about on that is we went to OpenAI, who's doing this big education for teachers program, but at the same time, they're educating them on OpenAI. So it's very narrow scope to really get new users of OpenAI. So we just see it as a kind of even an advertising platform for these big companies, other than just, hey, we're here to educate.
So AI is a tool.
It is.
And if you are an unscrupulous person, then you're going to use it in an unscrupulous way.
There are a few of those folks around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
or if you're a moral person,
exactly,
you're going to use it in a moral way.
And it's wide open. There are no regulations on AI. A lot of it is open source. So why wouldn't it be used?
And how are we going to regulate that? Or is that one of your topics in the future?
Yeah, it is. And, governments have attempted to, but doggone it, if the big shot AI companies, the Apples and the Googles and the Microsofts get up and just squash all of the efforts that governments want to take and regulations, things like that. So it's a battle.
And why are they squashing it? Because it cuts into their money?
Well, and a lot of the tech, I call them the tech bros, they've got so much money and influence in Washington that, they can get the regulation pushed out.
They're going to kick the can down the road.
Right.
Yeah.
The AI can.
And we didn't want to put regulations on progress because we've got to beat China, right? We're in this battle with China for AI, and China's going to beat us to AI, and we got to be first. And well, is that really true? These are things that people need to look at and think about seriously and talk to their congressman about, because I think there's more to the story than what we're being told.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Are you satisfied with the way the TikTok thing has turned out?
Nah, TikTok is just a blip on the radar.
It's a little tiny thing. But, my goodness, we're handling it.
It's like whatever,
Yeah.
But you want to look at all of the aspects. And what's the last one on our list? Let's see. We had customer service. We had agriculture. The promise that robots are going to make more food in better ways and healthier. But what's going to be the real motivation behind the robots once they become smarter than humans? Because robots don't eat food. So what do they care about making good food for us?
And once they're smart, they don't need us anymore, do they?
So will AI kill all of humanity?
Brings us to the last one.
Yes.
There's talk.
Yes.
Books are being written on that.
By equally smart and equally qualified people.
Yes.
And
I did hear a report about an AI that found out that they were going to disconnect it. Mm-hmm. And so it said, I'm going to tell your wife you're having an affair.
Right. Blackmail.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's at these early stages. I mean, it's not, we've got years ahead of us to further develop it.
So if you want to know more about the AI Survival Network, how do we find out more, Dave and Kelly?
Well, you can... I give out my phone number all the time, but it'd be better just to shoot us an email. Shoot me an email. We don't have official AI Survival Network email set up, but you can shoot me an email at dave@davemorecomputers.com,
okay.
And I'll get it.
We will. We're working on a website. We're going to have a website presence, and then we'll have, since it's a network, the whole idea is to, be very involved with what people are suffering, what their
maybe
ideas
people
are.
will have questions that they want to ask.
Absolutely, and we want to know what they are.
Yeah.
So-
Maybe they've encountered it as well.
Well, so next time we come, what would you like our topic
I'll
to
go
be?
for deep fakes.
Deep fakes. Okay, all right. Deep
All
fakes it is.
right,
We'll
so-
just pick it apart and examine it and figure it out.
And from the pro and con perspective. So we'll be giving the good and the bad.
That sounds wonderful. Kelly Turner is a mechanical engineer researching AI. Dave Moore has Dave Moore Computers and the Internet Safety Group. If you want to know more, you can reach him at davemorecomputers.com. And I bet you can reach Kelly through that same email.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. And deep fakes it is.
Giddy up.
I'm Gwin Louise Culver, Faulconer-Lippert. I believe that gratitude is everything. Good night, everybody. Stay